All right. All right, all right, all right. Back at it again with the wired earphones. My girlfriend said she was gonna buy me new microphones, cause I'm not buying another pair. I bought two pair of wireless fucking Rode mics thus far, and both pairs have just stopped working on me. So I'm done. I'm over it. Anyway, wanted to let y'all in on this new campaign that we're doing. I'm gonna stop being in the car so much, but the reason I record in the car and it's easier for me to do it in the car and I have less excuses when I do it in the car is because I'll just be so busy during the day that the only time that I really get to like sit down and like be where noise isn't and I just get a chance to like get a thought to myself is when I come out to my car and I just like let my thoughts go and let my day go and prepare myself for the next one. But anyway, boom. You see that? So these are, I know it's backwards though, but these are posters that uh, we will be hanging up in high traffic areas. Keyword that high traffic areas, such as gyms, malls, sporting goods stores, colleges, college campuses, things like that. Um, popular shopping streets in different cities. There's a bunch of different. I'm sure you guys know what the popular street of shopping is in the city that you're from. Every city has one. But anyway, so what this says or what it is it's a missing poster or it's meant to look like one. It says Police Department of, I'll read it to you so you can't see it. Police Department of Nowhere, and it says missing. Then it has a photo of Nadia, who is one of our models. This is from one of the earlier photo shoots that we had last year. But it's a really cool picture. I love this picture. I think it's so like catching. You can't really see it in black and white, but she has a lighter, and there's like a little flame that she's like licking the flame of the lighter. Anyway, super cool. And it says, "Have you seen this brand?" Then it also says, "Missing a brand that gets you. It's not just about clothes, it's about finding something that speaks to who you are. Dirt and Gravel is for those who embrace authenticity, individuality, and a journey ahead. No frills, just real, raw style. Ready to connect, scan the QR code and see where it leads." So then we have a QR code down here and these little fake law enforcement badges or police department badges, whatever they are. So I felt like it was something cool. I felt like it was something that would, and then it also has our website over here. But I thought that seeing this from afar, people would gravitate to at least look at it. You know what I mean? So let's try to get as many people as we can to look at it. Then out of those people, we'll try to get as many of them as we can to read it, and then of those people, as we can to scan this QR code, and then of those people, as many of we can to either follow or come to the website and buy something. So, it's all about a numbers game. You know what I mean? That's what I noticed mostly about sales, about branding and pushing products and building awareness. It's really just a numbers game. Like the more, the better. Literally, like the more, the better. So the more eyes you can get on something, the more chances that you have of gaining a customer. Because anything that you sell, you can ask anybody that spends dollars on marketing. You're not guaranteed to. What am I trying to say? Um, it it takes every brand or business should know how many dollars it takes to gain one customer, right? So if I'm spending $10 on Facebook ad or Instagram, let's just say $100 on Instagram ads, and out of that $100 I get two customers, right? From that $100, I might get a bunch of profile views, I might get some follows, I might get some likes, some comments, but how many of those people are actually turning into customers to where I can make my money back from that money that I spent in advertising? So if I spend $100 on Instagram ads, I get two sales from two customers over the course of, let's just say, 10 days. So $100 for 10 days, I get two customers. Now, what do those customers buy from me, from your business, from anybody's business? Am I selling high product items or am I selling low product items? Is 2 customers resulting in a total sale of $40 per customer where I make $80 and now I haven't made my money back from the advertising, right? So, or am I selling, like for instance, me selling a t-shirt on my website costs $55 to $65. So 2 customers would make me anywhere from 130 to 140 bucks. So I would be making a profit off of that. So I know it costs me $100 to make $140. So for every 100 I spend, I make 40. Every 100 I spend, I make 40, and then I can count on that. So I just know I need to, and if I want to make $40 every 10 days, which we're just using random numbers, but if I want to make $40 every 10 days, I know I have to spend $100 in advertising. So it could be anywhere. So maybe $100 in advertising makes you $5,000. So, you know, it just all depends. But yeah, so basically it's a numbers game. So how many of these flyers, to translate it to this, how many of these flyers do I have to post, or how many eyes do I have to get on this flyer in a certain amount of time to gain 1 customer? Now, I'm not looking to make, I'm not in this one, it's not a financial investment to get a financial return. It's a more of a physical investment, like time. So it's like, how many people do I have to get to see this flyer? How many people do I have to get to scan this code in order to get a sale? So if I only had 1 poster up sitting in front of my doorway to go into my apartment, I probably wouldn't get that many sales. But if I can get 1,000 of these posted up, a couple, maybe maybe a few like sneaker stores will let me go in and do like some type of advertising fee, like maybe like $100 to leave it up for the weekend or something. Or if I can post these around telephone poles at college campuses, or I can post them maybe on somewhere at a gym, or going into the gym, or even just putting, you know, slapping these underneath of people's windshield wipers. However it is that you gotta get, you know, get your message out, or get your brand seen by people outside of, you know, your local circuit, and or the people that are already following you and your current customers. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. I just wanted to tap in. Maybe you guys can steal this idea. Hopefully it works for you. I think it's working for me. I've only placed it 1 place. I put it on my locker inside of my gym, but I know all the guys got to come in and out of the gym, you know, in and out of the locker room every day as we go to the gym. So I have noticed that people are scanning the QR code, and getting some, as I'm tracking it, we are getting some website views, and we got a couple followers from it. But that's also because the brand is, I take that with a grain of salt, because I grew this brand out of this gym. So most of the people at this gym either already wear the brand, already part of the brand, or already members. So I'm not expecting too much of a return from, you know, I'm preaching to the choir basically. So yeah, but this is just a little test just to see how it will work, just to see if it will work. So now what I plan to do is maybe have like a little advertising day, or advertising night, where I get me and a couple of the other members to go out and just hang out and just post some flyers somewhere. Yeah, and we'll call this the Missing Brand campaign. Yeah, just another advertising idea that you guys might want to use, something that I'm using. I'll tap in with you guys and let you know how it's working, if it's working. So yeah, that's it for today, folks. I'll holla.